Hi. I mean, just. Hey!
Okay.
Not checking my phone. I'm not chewing things.
I think we have audio. Yeah, that sounds like audio to me.
Mic check. 1, 2. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third and final session of the Alien Halloween special. I was going to say one shot, 3 shot. Well, anyway, Halloween special. Where over the last 2 days, our team of lovable, terrible people have done things, made questionable decisions, Logan, and have generally just done stuff. Anyway, day 1, they were in a spaceship, they walked around and then it blew up. Day 2, they went to medical day, walked around, then it blew up. And then they met the Predator. Go back and watch them if you know what I'm talking about, because there's only 3 of these things, so yeah, just do it. Anyway, who have we got tonight? Back on the let me just make sure I've got this right on Twitch, on the right hand side of your screen, but on my left hand side, Leon! Richard has turned back into Leon. It is.
Thank you.
He's got
Thank
younger all of a
And
sudden.
yes, they've reinstated my contract, so now I'm coming back to reprise my role as that one.
He is indeed. He's definitely up to date, knows exactly what happened in the last episode. He was finished watching it moments before the stream started. He was completely prepared.
Definitely doesn't have amnesia, and will
Yeah.
just be like ripping the entire time. Yeah.
Just hoping for the best. On my right, but the screen's left, I guess, is Jock or Chris. There he is. Hey, Chris, say something about what's happened.
So far we've went for a spaceship in which nothing happened, but I panicked and knocked out a corpo. Then we got down to the planet, in which case fires got caught. I shot a zombie in the head.
That was traumatic.
Yeah, and then basically just constant trauma, except for me occasionally saying witty lines and using my ability to de-traumatize people.
That is true. You did all those things. You said a witty remark once you blew up some little kind of crazy zombie things, and then you immediately got that stress point back when the Predator, who's been a through line throughout this whole game, however, you've never found out because in the ship he's kind of walked around and stuff. Yeah. We will discuss that when we do the sanity checking about this episode. I will give you all the information about the stuff that you've missed, because that might be interesting. It's like the Tiger King after show special. Okay, now directly beneath me, our resident roughneck, artist, and the person doing all the technical stuff tonight. It's Mary! Mary, what have you been doing for the last couple of days?
I've been doing the course on radio skills and other things, and tonight I'm glad I'm here because I felt very ill earlier. But I'm fine now.
Oh, bless you.
You've soldiered through, so it's okay.
We're
Excellent.
proud of you.
So yeah, Mary is Rat Mauser, the roughneck, and she's just disappointed in our choice of friends at this point. Okay, now down to my left, but the screen's right in the corner is Rochelle, or Rose.
Hey guys.
What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Nothing much, my boring old life. Got my little puppy though,
Okay.
who catches mice, literally.
Mm-hmm.
My character is Rosita Price, just basically called Rose. She's a Marine, and shit's getting real.
Shit is indeed getting real.
You might think some things out this episode, you might not. Depends how it works.
Yeah. I think it's time for a reveal.
Yeah.
And on the left-hand side of the screen, but to my right, down here, Logan, the professional role player, Professor Grimm. Logan, tell us a bit about your character and anything you've done of interest yourself in your own life in the last couple of days.
I started a war crime, not in real life, in the game.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, in real life, Logan started lockdown.
Oh my goodness. Ah! So yeah, anything else you want to say about your character? Do you remember anything about your character at all? Or?
Oh, I lost my gun. 'Cause
Oh
it's
yeah,
not-
your gun.
No, you lost your gun because of your shell. You didn't lose your gun because of joke.
Yeah. You did indeed lose your gun, Logan. That is correct. You lost your gun not because I was punishing you for you try to shoot at unarmed civilians, so not unarmed, so innocent civilians, solely because you rolled the panic roll and I have to make something happen, and that seemed appropriate for the decisions you'd made. However, you then made your way to the Gateway building, which led you down into definitely not the AVP temple from the movie AVP. You opened the door, some monsters attacked you. Rachel with a well-timed grenade took out a bunch of creatures straight away with a really cool 3 successes grenade launch. Big ass alien dropped down, only for you to panic, back away. Not all of you. However, then a new threat emerged, which was the Predator. Or the Hunter, as I called him in the game, in case I accidentally rolled anything by accident. He took out the large alien with a single shot. Luckily, the acid did not splash over you, and done the laugh from Predator 1. I think it was the recording of Sonny's laugh. He then motioned for you all to get on the elevator and go down, because he wants something to happen. And you did so. You ran to the elevator, you hit the big red button that said down, and you are slowly making your way down, hearing the echoes of the laugh behind you.
Is this one of those Mass Effect elevators?
Yeah, one of these elevators is either fast or slow, depending on how much dialogue that you use.
Mass
So, you know,
Effect's the best game ever, just saying.
Aye, it's
Mass
pretty
Effect
good.
2 is one of the best
I
games
love
ever.
all of them. Although
Mass-
I'm not sure about the Andromeda. Is it the Andromeda?
I haven't played all of them yet, I
Andromeda?
haven't played that
Fuck,
one
it's
yet.
called.
Oh,
I've
okay,
not played-
No,
that
me
was
neither.
a joke.
Sorry.
We're in the middle of the game.
I will absolutely discuss Mass Effect with you at any point. It's one of my favourite games of all time. I will say the first game is damn near unplayable once you've played the later games. When you go back to it, it's horrific. The remaster does fix some of the problems, but
I was about
we'll
to
do-
say the remaster makes it.
yeah, it makes it playable.
Good.
Is this the conversation
Anyway.
we're having in the lift? It's Ancient
Yeah, I
Earth
played
game.
this game. You have to go to a museum, like, you know, dig like an Xbox out, like a fossilized Xbox. Anyway, Leon is spinning around the stream like a madman. There he is. He's looking very serious. So anyway,
Not sure if he should be upwards, sideways, whatever.
so anyway, the alien. What are we doing here? I forgot. Oh yeah, the game kicks off. Oh, is he gone again? Right. The chapter title: Alien, Chapter 3, subheading: Breathing Room. The elevator ride. Yep. The elevator is slowly making its way down, deeper and deeper. Air's a bit stale, but you can breathe. There is lights. Sometimes they go out, sometimes they flicker, but by and large, you can see what you're doing. And the 5 of you: John Vallon, Jock, Strap McLean, Rose Price. Mary's character's called Rat. No, she's not. It's called Rat Mouser. I can't remember the first name. God damn it. Mary. No, it just says Mary.
Natalie.
That's your name. Natalie. God damn it.
Natalie.
And Logan, who has left, is called Professor Grimm. No first name because he's edgy. Yeah. These are.
I'll
So-
I'm gonna have a
I'll-
look round to see what's going on.
I'll move to the edge of the elevator.
Does anyone know what that thing is that just took out the other thing?
No idea. However, I do not want to find out.
I'm patting my pockets for a little pouch. Like, what the fuck is it? Taking
Yes,
some more of it.
that. Camming. Also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Anyone that wants to can give me a straight wits roll. I won't say there's a. Actually, yeah, there's a slight. Panicking could be bad. So yeah, anyone that wants to think if they've heard of anything like this before, give me a wits roll. I will say the successes are lower for. Actually, you know what? Just roll and I'll make a decision.
I genuinely think I wouldn't have heard anything about this before.
I don't think I would have heard anything, but I'll give it a
I
chance.
think the Marines have a
And
better
my
chance.
typical, my typical rolls.
Yeah. Chris usually gets the successes, but he usually gets the panics to go with it. On Valen, he got the same. Logan, has went completely dark by this point. I feel like he's going to come back, but it's going to be like a scary
I don't
face.
know
Oh,
if
it's just an
he's,
alien.
like his
Discord's
camera's turned
doing
off
something.
or his lights are just out.
He has also
He
turned
always
his
has the
mic off,
lights off.
so...
Lee,
Yeah.
you've gone all very pixely in the top of the head, and you're frozen otherwise.
Who's that?
Okay. I will switch it on and off. Yeah, that's weird.
You're fine with me.
Yeah.
It's
Fine
bad
with
on
me.
Twitch,
Well, the
though.
trouble is, if it's with me, then it goes onto the stream right now.
good point, yeah.
So that's why it's a bit.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yes.
I will... I don't know. I guess I'll
I've
go off and on
no
again.
idea why that's
Goodness.
happened. Oh, there you are. You're back.
I think just yeah, I think you're all good now.
Cool, right? Well, there's not much I can do about it. As long as you can hear my voice, just
Yeah,
accept that.
yeah.
We're going to have technical problems every now and again. Okay, so I will say at this point, Professor Grimm is just kind of sitting. There is pictures on the wall as he's going by, and he is like studying them intently because it's not going too fast. Mary, you reckon you wouldn't know nothing about this. Rosetta, you are thinking, you're like, I've not heard anything about this thing. You've heard about weird things in the frontier. Valen and Jock, you've not heard of this thing, but what comes back to you is all the horror stories you've heard, in your case from other Marines, about things they've met in the frontier, things that tore through units of Marines and then just disappeared into the night. But never specific details. These are horror stories. These are camp stories that drunk Marines tell. The older Marines, the ones that have made it through some shit, the ones that are like missing arms and stuff and are working on bases now. Something came in the night, we didn't see what it was, and it tore us apart. Valen, and it does, you feel the sweat kind of running down your face as it's like you remember all this, and it's hard to like hold it together. John? Yeah?
Is there any is there what kind of weapons does the Predator, the Hunter?
Well, I'll come to that in a second. No, he's called the Predator. I just called him the Hunter because that'd be funny. I was like, it's a hunter of some kind. Because Predator seems weird. Because Predator implies that they're hunting for food. It's not.
Plus
It's hunting
Hunter
for
with
trophies.
everything being Resident
It was
Evil.
weird when they called him that in the second movie. But yeah.
The Predator. Anyway, so Mr. Valen, you have read reports of things happening in the frontier. Secret reports, ones that you've had to fight, bribe, sneak into to get a hold of. You've never heard of anything with the level of technology this thing's had. This thing had a plasma thrower. Like, you guys have got them, but they are mounted on the side of ships. They are massive. This thing had one on its shoulder. Like, that doesn't seem right. I mean, it was bizarre. Like, there's a juxtaposition of it's wearing like tribal armor in some places. It's clearly made out of bone and leather, but it also had like alloys on it and some kind of mesh on it. And you suspect highly that it looks like mesh, but would probably stop a bullet somehow. This would be valuable to the company. However, you'd have to get it off the giant monster that blew an alien's head off with one shot to get to it. So it might be an issue. But for the first time, you feel that maybe you've not got enough bodies, enough meat shields in front of you to get out of this. Anyway, the elevator continues down. Seeing as he's not here, I will describe what Professor Grimm is going to tell you. Actually, you can all have a look if you want. There's pictures on the wall. And they show, it's not a complicated story. They show human-like creatures. Humanoid creatures. Creatures that look completely different. Some are feline, some have got like much different features. More limbs. Being called to a planet through some kind of beacon. Just literally a circle with a beam of light shooting into the sky and they get called. And then in the next section, the same creature's lying down with something bursting out of their chests. And then things that look very much like the hunter you encountered, coming sometimes in pairs, sometimes solo, sometimes in groups, fighting 1, 2, 10, 100 of the monsters you've seen, the aliens. And as you get, look, next section is a gigantic alien, the largest you've ever seen, and just a group of hunters forcing it back down into a pit. And then nothing. Is there anything you want to say to each other before we arrive at our destination? You want to RP a bit, guys? Got an hour, 2 hours to fill, dude. So just throwing that one out there.
I'll look around at the pictures and then I'm sort of like trying to sort of piece together what the story is saying. And at the same time, I'm flicking the bullet up and down in my hand to try and help de-stress me. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah. Anyone that you can use your signature item at this point. This is a fairly long ride. It's going down pretty. It's slow. It's like maybe walking down stairs if you weren't in a rush. So I mean, it's a large thing. It's designed to carry heavy equipment, so it does not go quick because it'd be expensive to fix. So yeah, you've got time to use signature
It's
weapons.
countable.
If you want to cancel people, mate, you go ahead.
In a semi-joking way, I turn around and say to Valen that I owe him an apology because
When you see Valen, you'll see that he has his gun out.
Hey, Fallon, look! It looks like your grandmother.
But I say to him, like, I owe you an apology. You're not the worst thing on this planet.
You're the third worst.
I mean, I'd say fourth worst because we had the one that we blew the face off of. There's the zombies. So just a little banter to try and lighten the mood.
Valen isn't really recognizing that kind of thing. You'll notice that he's behind the Predator with his gun drawn.
Behind the Predator? There isn't.
Yeah.
The Predator isn't here.
There's no predator
isn't
here.
a predator.
The predator's not here. It didn't come with you.
It's
I
just
thought he was
us.
the one that was showing it.
No, that's Logan was pointing to the things on the wall. The predator didn't come with you. The predator made you go down with a threat and then laughed at you as you went down. That'd be weird, just like a 15-minute elevator ride with the predator, just like.
I'm using banter. I'm using banter when the Predator's there.
It's going,
Actually,
oh.
I'm changing it. The predator's like, it's eating a banana. It's like really weird.
Valen points the gun at you and asks, "What do you want? What are you here for?" And he's pointing at McLean.
Really? Come on, I just paid you the biggest compliment you've ever had in your life, and now you're pointing a gun at me?
I can't understand what you're saying. What are you?
Can I shoot the gun out of his hand?
I'm literally
Which one of them?
telling you,
Oh, that'd be-
you're
yeah,
not. I've not got my gun in my hand.
I was gonna say no.
I'm remaining oddly calm while I've got a gun pointed at me.
I'm just
For some
gripping the
reason, I
pocket that I've got my card in
Yeah.
and like looking at all of the images and going, oh shit.
Can I roll for banter? Well,
Use what you can go back about it. What I will say is it's very clear to you, Rose, especially as a fellow Marine, that he's trying to lighten the mood. He's realised that you
Right,
need
okay.
that the more you are alive at this point, the better for the rest of you, because more guns pointing at bad things means bad things die quicker. So yeah,
Good point.
you'll recognise it. So as you go back and forward, apart from Leon, because I think you're playing this as you don't really know what's going on anymore because of your various headwinds and all the trauma you've suffered. So anyone that wants to
Yes,
engage
a
in the
lot of
banter can reduce their stress by 1. Anyone that's used their signature item can reduce their stress by another 1.
Okay.
And I will also allow you the opportunity to use some drugs if you want to
Oh,
reduce your
yes.
stress
Oh,
by another 1.
yes.
Grim, you
You-
might want to
you see-
cancel Edwin Harry over there.
Leon, what were you saying? Before you come at this, Logan, what were you saying, Leon?
Valen's mind is breaking, so he's hearing Jock over the voice, and he's gonna take a bunch of pills that he took from the ship, and just to try and calm down. So he's just like shaking, and some of the pills are dropping off of the ball.
I will allow you to reduce your stress by 2 because you've taken a handful of pills. A pill you're meant to take 1 of. You've been like,
Okay. That's awesome.
there will be, if this was a campaign, there would be repercussions for that later on. However, but that's fine. So yeah, you
Okay.
can de-stress. You feel your mind to be in a clear bit. You remember the ship, and then you remember the drop, but you remember getting smacked about. And ever since then, it's almost like your body was on autopilot, just went into command mode, and was just like, keep me safe, do the things I say. Just all the things that you had shouted at. You basically became I was going to say your dad. Is your dad there?
Yeah. Right.
Hi.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, that happens, and you're starting to get flashes of worrying imagery, skinned bodies, decapitated bodies, monsters, and now you're like, how am I going to explain this to the company? How am I going to get? How am I going to? This was a mistake. I thought I was going to manage to just like show up another corpo and maybe take over his position and get a bump. Right now, you'd be lucky to get out of this with your head attached to your shoulders. Logan, do you want to try and counsel him? Go ahead. Oh, sorry, Leon. Leon, say something.
Is there any elevated position, like a chair, or some kind of like crate?
There is a crane with a seat in it, a small crane on one side. It's an opposable thing, not quite a power loader, but it could be moved. And there's some crates lying around as well that you could sit on if you want to.
Well,
I'm
can I
gonna
have a
try
look
and
in the
climb up on
crates?
top of a crate so that I can make a speech.
Okay.
Oh,
Before you do
God.
that, right, Rachel, you have a
Sure.
look. You've been having a look in some crates. So you pop open the crates. They're more or less empty. It's just like kind of like useless. Nothing that would be useful to you. There's not like, oh look, great weapons. It's just like, oh look, they didn't fill this crate up and are sending it back down to fill it up with interesting specimens. Right now, it's just a crate. This is boring. They just you see John just pull out his dinner.
Typical corpo nonsense here.
Eating before the game.
To be fair, it would be more likely to be the Marines that in the middle of this sort of crap would just pull out something to eat and be acting normal compared to everyone else.
Look, everything's normal right now. Everything's great right now. I'm not thinking about it in 10 minutes' time. Right now, everything's great. Right, sorry, Logan, I've stopped you 3 times. Please, try and comfort people with your counselling skill.
Is it just one person or can I do the full team?
I will allow you to do it as a group. I will allow you to go to individually
You
or
take
as a
the
group
speech?
counselling. No,
Can I do that as a speech?
if you want to, mate, I'm on board.
Right, so I was starting up on one of the crates and I know we've all seen some pretty fucked up shit, but at least for like nearly out of this kind of shit, I know we've seen like this big motherfucker with dreadlocks, but here's hoping he doesn't come back.
As he's reminding us of everything that we've seen, I start flicking my bullet a little harder. Like,
Took a little bit more out of my pouch.
Can I
Yeah.
can I push Professor Grimm off of the crate as
You
I get
absolutely
up on top of
cannot.
it?
Logan
Oh, God.
gives you his impassioned speech about we're all going to be fine. Don't worry, we'll get through this. This is the final stage before we get the hell out of here. All we need to do is find this key code. So if anyone's got any stress remaining, they can remove 1 more stress dice.
Okay.
That
Then,
doesn't count as me, doesn't it? No.
of course you can. You're part of
Okay.
everyone.
Calm yourself down.
Yeah, don't worry about the rules. I'll tell you the rules. Unless it's something
I
else.
wanted to make sure.
That's okay, mate. That's you can always clarify stuff. Leon, as he gives it, he calms you all, and you think, well, that was quite a good speech. I could do better.
Well, that was a very good.
It's like you all thought it was over, then the other guy you hate gets up. I was like, fuck.
That was very, very inspiring, Professor. But yeah, I'd like to address the crew. If everyone could like, just
Everyone look at
join
me.
around me.
I don't move.
I moved
Well,
to try and give him a backup because this is the only way Valen's gonna make it out alive.
I'm just like
If you could
staring
gather-
at
Like
myself.
Okay, now that you've
this when
gathered,
Mauser's literally just
I-
snorting something straight.
What
I
are you
want to,
Pretend to be excited by his speech, but it's clearly sarcastic.
think on all the people that have died before us. All the
I'm
people
just
that we
standing
know
there
on the
cleaning my
Icarus.
weapon.
All the people that we knew at the camp. All of them are dead now, or are going to die. But not us, because we are the heroes of the story. We are the ones who will survive this, and we will go on and be promoted, and we will defeat whatever is down there. We will find the key code to the ship. We will get out of this hellhole, and together we will all get bonuses.
So we all agree right now I did the
This
best
is
speech.
our
This is
Independence
incorrect.
What was
Day.
that?
We will not go quietly into the night.
How
And
many of those
character
pills did you
turn around.
take?
in character, I turn around and I just like, so we agree mine was the best.
Right.
Like,
What I will
Was
allow
someone
is
saying
anyone
something?
that chooses to lose, to de-stress slightly and chooses to buy into what he's saying in that moment is allowed to do so. That is entirely a personal choice by you, though.
Rose is
not-
paying no attention whatsoever.
Right, can't
Rose
swallow
is like,
this. This is just.
3 fucking speeches. That's too many, right? Like 3
I'll buy
like
in
guys
some.
up on a box
I'm
and
gonna
started
sit
telling
down.
me what to do.
I just turn around to Mary and I'm just like, sorry, Mauser, and I'm just like, you want to do a speech next?
That moment, some lights flash. Like, if you want, you can go back up and come down if anyone else wants to give a speech, but you know.
Just go one moment
Well-
to the front down at the top.
Just a minute.
Right,
It's a human
and
thing.
just move to a new screen, which should come up in the Twitch in a moment.
Oh.
Now,
Yeah.
as I said, nothing's to scale. This is the area where you come down, and can you all see this?
Yes,
Okay,
I can
yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Now, looking around this room, you see some things that look unusual. You definitely see equipment. There's definitely equipment over here. There's something going on that looks like there's at some point been some kind of research station, but there's very human looking. There's boxes, there's whatever laptops are going in the future, there's monitors, there's like generators, there's things that look like research stations. There's also that black mold stuff. Not much of it, but it appears to kind of be creeping down a little bit. And also there's these things. These things you're not sure about. They're big, weird, leathery, egg-shaped things with like weird lips on top of them. And there's a lot of them. They look gooey, and although you're not close to them, you feel like if you touched them, they'd be warm. Now, it's not on the map at all, because I was not paying more money to find a single token that looked like it. But over in this area here is a large vehicle that looks like you could load it with specimens or people, and it would easily fit on the elevator if you chose to do that.
I'll turn to the professor and I'll say, does your scanner pick up anything, Professor?
Now, the other 2 people that actually have the scanners will look at them. That's right, Leon.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
Logan,
look
can I
at
give
the
you a
scanner.
scanner? I think everyone might have one apart from Logan now, think about it.
I have a scanner, I
I've
know that.
definitely got one.
I've got one.
I've still
They'll-
got mine.
They whip out the scanner. And
Oh, my scanner.
yeah, don't worry about it. Let's say you all have scanners, so I don't want to leave anyone out. And yeah, you are getting a reading. It is down. And it is minimal life signs, but you're getting 6 readings. At first it was all clumped up and it was hard to tell, but you're definitely getting Dr. Marcus's life signs from, it's nowhere near, before it was like far away. This is not far away, this is relatively close to you.
Is it like
Maybe
at the
a
other-
few hundred feet.
Is it the other end of the map? Would
It is
Which
not. It is the only stairs leading down the way you can see are these ones. These ones over here seem to lead to they lead to the area with the equipment in it, and these ones here you can see are blocked by some kind of like collapse. Sorry, my background music
I'm gonna
stopped. and I-
try and avoid all of the circle things
Yeah.
and get down to the bottom stairs on the left.
Right. So just to clarify, you're going to head. Are you all heading straight to the stairs, or what? How do you want to do this?
I'll follow Rose, and I've got my
I'll go with
incinerator
Rose.
ready.
I'm staying near the bloody Marines.
And Logan.
Can I not
I'll try and
analyse
be
them?
the-
Because I've got.
I'll try and be
Defeat.
behind Rose if I can, if she'll let me get close, like that close to her.
I won't.
So Leon gets a piggyback off Rose. It's just, yeah, Logan, you absolutely can analyze them. So as the team they start to kind of snake through the eggs, and they stay as far away from as they can. What you notice in the odd occasion you get too close, it's like they tremor slightly. Like the tops kind of like almost start, like they can sense your own heat. Logan, as you get closer, you do indeed use your analyze skill. You do your science thing. You stare at it really hard. You pull out a magnifying glass. You know not to get too close. Even as you get close, you point your light at it, and it doesn't go transparent, but it gives you an indication of what's inside. And you can see the outline of one of those kind of like hand crab creatures with a large tail suspended in something. And in that moment, you realise what the clear gel is that's around it. That's the royal jelly. Each one of those things is filled with royal jelly. One of those things would probably be worth 100, 2,000 credits. And there's easily 30, 40 of them, 50 of them in here. But they do have a fucking monster inside them. Struver, runs over face first.
She did it.
I say at this point now, I'm saying that Logan is Professor Grimm is at the back, and yous have started to snake through. Yous are moving it very carefully towards it, so it's taking you a few minutes to do so. Grimm, what you doing?
I've got so many options, man.
Yeah, you do.
I say I go to my team and that. I tell them.
Well, you don't go. You will have to slowly kind of go up behind them now. If you want, you're going to try and catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, are you calling to them to wait, or are you just going to try and go quietly behind them?
Go quietly.
Don't do smart things, Logan. Boring. Okay, fine. You quietly go
Oh, do
behind
you
them.
want to get my bat and smash the eggs up?
Based on your previous actions, I thought you might do that.
That does sound like something they do.
That was my first thought.
I'm into it.
I'm not gonna
I do
lie.
like self-preservation kicks. Is like, did he say there's 50 of them in here? That seems like an awful lot of these things.
Yeah.
One, maybe I could deal with.
Maybe if you wake one up, the rest will wake up though.
Maybe.
It could be
Maybe
one
look-
of those like chain reactions.
Maybe only one wakes up though. Who knows? You should poke one to find out. You know?
We should
Okay.
know.
What do we pick?
so-
Just we kiss.
Yeah, just see how it tastes. Like, do a covenant. Just run, jump head first into whatever you find. It'll be fine. I hate that movie so much. It's so stupid. Right. Anyway, so yeah, you've managed to snake your way through. I'm actually going to say that you have to go by the consoles to get to it and stay a distance away from everything. But you've managed to do so. Logan, I'm going to say you're about 20, 30 feet behind because you did stop and like have a think about this and like analyze it as much as you could with your science brain. So they get the guys.
Can you show us on the map where I'd be?
Not really reach because it's like I'll tell you what, like.
Can we
Right,
use
so he's
our
basically
tokens? or-
I wouldn't bother, mate, because it'll not really work.
Just like
He's
give us
basically
one of
gonna
them
go, like-
flashy things. That's all I mean.
Oh yeah, well you'll end up here. This is where you're going to end up.
Right. Okay.
Right, but you had to go down this way. You had to like kind of climb over here, up this way, then kind of climb up this way,
I
just
wanted
to
to
avoid
go into that building.
What building? Can you give me a click on the screen, please?
The one at the bottom.
That's not a building. That is a generator. That has got a sloth hum coming from it. That's powering all the equipment. The only way down is through the stairs. All that stuff
Okay.
you see there, it's not really very well because it's not a proper aliens map. It's equipment over there.
So there's nothing interesting down there that I actually need to look at.
Well, I mean, if you want to look at the consoles, of course you can look at the consoles.
Because I'm sure you
That's-
said something about information.
Did I? Do you want to look at the
Yeah.
consoles?
I wanna go see the information bit.
Absolutely. So as you are going, Rachel, the one elite, she stops, and she finds a console that's not got like an alien thing directly on top of it, and she like goes over and starts tapping away at it. How do you feel about that, Chris? Not Chris, Leon. Quite happy for her to do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
that's cool.
go up the Pines and say, Miss Price, what is it you think you're doing?
Or making sure we collect the data, which is exactly what we're supposed to do. Yes.
Yes, but that is all you're doing. Am I correct?
Well, of course. What else would I be doing?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you click in and you do indeed find
we
a
should,
large report. I'll say that Leon, you've got a company data pad, so as soon as she opens it up, it automatically transmits to your pad as well, and you've got the data of the site and what's happened here. There's months and months worth of information there. The outline of it is basically this sector was ignored. The planet was a pain in the ass to terraform, so they didn't bother. But then a weird signal came up, and it got shut down by the company. And then it just outlines what happened over the months. They found the temple. It was derelict. They had to excavate to get down to it. They had to excavate. They had to excavate large parts of the temple itself. And as they got to the lower floors, they found these what you assume to be these large egg-shaped things. And what they found is that those are basically stasis chambers, but completely organic stasis chambers. Like, that is unbelievable technology. The stasis chambers you use are borderline dangerous. You need to take drugs before you go into them. There is a chance of them failing every time. They are useful for about maybe 100 years, absolute maximum for the very, very best ones. These things you could stick somebody in and they would usually last 1,000 years.
I'll go with the professor quickly. Professor, have a quick look at this. Do you think they're on to the right thing here? They mentioned that these pods are some form of organic status chamber. Do you think that this could be used and grown?
I tell them about the advances it can give you, the royal jam.
You got the
Have
royal
you seen
jelly.
anything like this before?
What was it again? It was the
Short answer is yes, Logan. Yes, and RP.
yeah, and RP. Go on. Aye. So
Very funny.
it can give people like advances, but if you overtake it, it fucks you up.
This
What he explains to you
is-
using science talk is that this thing is an amazing discovery. This stasis pod in itself is unbelievable. Like, you just can't even imagine how this would get made. The components inside it, the jelly, can be used to enhance humans in ways that just don't even make sense. Like, this seems to defy all laws of biology. This is almost the perfect. This is genetically engineered by somebody 1,000 years, 2,000, 10,000 years more advanced than humans, and it's all done from an egg.
This is fantastic.
This
You
is
don't know what this means.
Wait,
It means that we were not here for no reason. We could actually take this back to our employers and instead
Alan,
of
you're missing a big point.
yes, Mr. McLean.
I was looking over Rosie's shoulder.
Yeah.
That says it's a stasis pod. The question is,
Indeed,
the fuck is it keeping in stasis?
it does
If you-
not matter what it is used for. Some kind of organic
What if
material.
they're currently being used to hold some form of those things that have been
Basically-
attacking us?
Yes, basically would have to kill whatever in there to get it in the first place.
These things can be re-engineered. Professor Graham, I'm sure you'll
What
agree
if
with me.
you've
that-
noticed
I-
as we walk near it, it comes alive?
I'm assuming you guys are
These
whispering
things
this. You've
can
not
be
said that specifically,
changed.
but you're being
Yeah,
quiet,
must-
yeah?
Yeah, I'm not shouting.
Okay.
Professor
things can
Grimm,
be
you might have a couple of
changed.
reasons
They
for
can
wanting to
be-
mess with them.
These things can be changed. They can be used for many different uses. They could be used for interstellar travel. They could be used for biological modifications.
It could be used for
The-
medications.
Grim, what's
Another
inside them?
handful.
I look. Okay. I need to tell you. After the Icarus was destroyed, I was very much not sure what to do. I was not authorized by the company to come here. I was using this opportunity on my own, and I knew that if I could save Icarus, that I'll be promoted, and I could bring you with me. But now, going home, with the Icarus destroyed, with the camp members dead, we'll be lucky to have a job when we get back home. And
So
we'll be lucky to get paid.
you're telling me this is still quiet, but you can sort of hear the sort of growl
The
in
vein
the
on the
voice
side
now.
of his head is like a hose pipe.
This entire fucking thing where we've had to watch bodies get ripped apart, things happen that, quite frankly, are unnatural. You did all of this without
didn't.
any company orders. So this isn't getting me closer to getting out of this entire situation.
Mr. McLean, you have to listen to me. This is a good thing.
You
This
have to
means
listen.
that my opportunity for a promotion is still available.
Cogs
are also
turning
that-
here.
Opportunity for promotion. Your opportunity for promotion. Me, I'm just a grunt. It doesn't matter how this mission will go. They will kill me.
No, of course not. When I move up the ladder, I will bring you with me, if you so wish.
Valen, you think you'll move up the ladder. The company will take whatever this is, and because you disobeyed their prerogative, you're still a cog in the machine. You might be a slightly bigger cog in the machine, but you still broke what they wanted you to do.
No. They would have authorized this anyway. They would have just
I
gone through
don't
red
think
tape.
we should worry. I
I
think
took the
everything will be
initiative
fine.
for this. This was my
Looking for the punch again.
opportunity, and I took it. No one else would have.
Just injecting it straight.
15,000 credits.
Oh,
Maybe you should
bargaining.
not take as much as that as you are, Rat. It could be bad for you.
I'm fine. I'm
15,000
fine.
credits.
Are you sure?
I'm
I can
sure.
offer you a lot better than money. This is our ticket to the good life. And I
15,000
stand by-
credits
I
and I
stand
get
by
out
one
of
the
here.
pods that I created.
just so we can expedite things a bit, right? So Leon, he's offering you a deal. He's 15,000 credits, and he wants the information on him buried.
50,000
That's what I
each.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've said 15,000 for everyone. Then
I take out one thing and look at it.
Leon, you know with this kind of discovery, if you get this back, 15,000 credits, it's fucking nothing. You could give him that out of petty cash. You'll get one of those black cards where you're like, boom, 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 and you could also have them killed easily later. But yeah.
I can offer you the money. I can with one of these pods. If we bring it back home, I am more than certain that they should be able to engineer it, and I will be able to get your money if you want.
and that's for all of
reputation
us
that you
except
have
Grim.
and the data that is on you. I can't get rid of that. I don't have that power. I don't know if anyone does.
Just so I understand what's going on here, is everyone willing to take the payoff? What is Grimm's, Mauser's, and Rosie's reaction to the payoff? Are you willing to keep quiet for that?
I will think on it. But that's the most I can give you right now.
I'm trying to work out
Rose,
if Rat has
You'll
put
stick with me no
together
matter what.
the connection between the egg things and the
You
product.
can give me a straight wit. You can give me a straight wits roll if you want. If you
Oh,
don't, if
yeah,
you want to leave it in the
'cause I
hands of
don't-
the
I-
dice gods.
because Rat and Grim haven't spoken to each other about that. He just went
No,
off and
just-
Yeah.
so I don't know if
I mean, Grim, at this point you could be like, if you shoot, no, okay, never mind.
Put in the money.
Wait, I'll just roll
Straight
wits,
wits
it's
roll.
fine.
I'll take it as an observation if you want, if you've got anything observation, but a straight wits roll will work.
I do.
I will say that during the conversation when he's talked about the stasis pods and that, he has used the term royal jelly. So you can have a look up. They're all fucking liars. As you can't trust company. He'll try and fuck us over first chance he gets.
I think Rat will say, yeah, I'll say, yeah, deal. And just be sort of looking at Grim.
Now,
Very good, Miss Mauser. We will
I will also
create a good working relationship. Stick with me,
now,
and you'll go far.
I will say that part of the report you read did talk about the thing that they woke up that's laying the eggs. But yeah, that's fine.
There,
So anyway, yeah.
there seems to be, there seems to be some form of way to grow them. Professor, I want to know how much organic material we need to take and how it can be stored.
Will you help me on this one?
Basically, mate, you would, if you were going to get one of these things, you would use cold storage. So you'd blast it with some kind of a cold storage thing, some kind of cryo freeze things, which we could probably find around here. Looking around, you do actually indeed see some things that look like you would effectively just shoot them until they get really cold. You fire them in a cold storage box. You hit the big red button that says "Make it cold." You load it in the back of the lorry, and you go off with it. That now looking at the transport device, that looks like exactly the kind of thing they'd use to A, keep something secret, and B, keep something very, very, very secure inside. You could go and have a look inside it if you wanted.
Good.
Have a look in the vehicle.
Does anyone choose to do that, or do you just want to move on to the next floor?
Like the vehicle. Let's have a look.
Go and open the back of the vehicle. Yeah, do it.
Oh, it's if it's like a predator or something.
5 predators. No. So yeah, you see Professor Grimm having a think, and he goes over. Door opens. It's unlocked. That was handy. And inside there appears to be a cryo storage case. It's flashing green. Green means there's something in there.
A storage case.
Storage compartment. So imagine like a large metal, like see that you found on the ship, the ones that were designed to hold large things. Something in that. So you're probably talking the size of it's big, like the size of a barrel, but kind of blocky. Plenty of circuitry on it. Coolant system seems to be working, and it's flashing
It's
green.
possible it's a box thingy, egg.
Does anyone want to open it?
That's your job, Science.
I will be ready with the gun in case it's bad.
For the sake of
You can
expediency,
open
there is a notepad that says "Alien egg stored, complete, ready for transfer." Why would you
Yes.
open it? Jesus
Oh, it
Christ!
says that on it. Oh well, why? Yeah,
I'll-
why
I'll-
would you do that?
Right.
I'll try and
Right.
Jesus!
stop
Can we look up?
List
with the
more
professor
of
from
the
opening it.
storage boxes.
There only appears to be one. This thing appears to be to transport one at a time. I would also maybe
Okay.
actually everyone give me a straight wits roll. Good. Rat's got them. Rose. Right. Cool. Yeah, you would guess that there's no way the scientists were storing these things by just flinging them around the room and leaving them somewhere. This is recent. Like, you know, they were doing this one at a time. They were safely getting one, containing it, bringing up and removing it. These are all over the place. So, you know, Jock, sorry, man. These fucking idiots. What are they spending, wasting so much time? We need to go and get the codes. You're starting to start just we need to get the codes.
Yeah.
We need to get the codes. You're messing around. We're all going to die down here because you're worrying about money.
Come on, let's go.
I think we should protect our assets and move.
You'll better
Well,
protect
you
my ass.
Should we get this before we move?
I
The
believe
codes,
that the
Valen?
professor and someone else should be in charge of protecting the egg, while another group goes and finds the codes for the ship. Does everyone agree with this
Ooh.
plan?
Is there keys in the vehicle, like to drive it?
Because this is sci-fi bullshit, they don't so much use this is effectively an HGV but an armored one. Keys would get lost. You would go in, beep, 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 and you know
Have
you
to
would
have
use
like a
contact.
pass.
No, this again. That would be,
Press button,
there's a lot
go.
of pass checks. There's a big red button that says go and a big red button that says
I
stop.
love it.
You press the go button and you again like it doesn't
go
always
screen,
have to
the
be
red stop.
yeah. It doesn't always have to be like you need to go into the alien hive to get the keys. Sometimes it's just you switch it on.
I like
I
grab
go
Grimm's
over to
arm and go,
Rose
oh,
with
we'll
my
stay,
hand
we'll
out.
protect the egg.
To rock, paper, scissors to see who's going and who's staying.
Oh, I'm so into
With
it. He's
Rose.
in the party. Oh, this is fucking awesome.
Can I use manipulation here?
I will get the codes. You will stay here with them,
Okay.
Right.
please.
So,
Thank you.
Marine, Jock,
I
Roughneck,
appreciate
and Scientist are staying with the truck, yeah?
Apparently.
If possible.
Fan-fucking-tastic. This is wonderful. Okay, Corporate
Oh, no.
and Marine are going downstairs, yeah?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, right.
Well, he's the
We're
only
going
one
to
authorised
go-
to have the
wait,
codes,
who's
so,
going
you know, makes sense.
You
Thank you.
and the Marine.
We're good.
Well, shouldn't we discuss this a bit further?
No, your plan makes total
shouldn't,
sense.
Well, and the
Cupcake.
plan makes complete sense. On you
He'll
go.
protect them two and the egg, and I will protect you.
Well, shouldn't the majority go and find the codes? As that is probably the best thing
well,
for
one of the other two can come
tell
with
you
us
what.
if you really want.
it.
Well,
Jock,
Start looking busy with the vehicle.
Jock and
There's some
Mauser,
maintenance on the,
Yeah.
on the
I
truck.
trust you. Sorry, guys. Mauser, I trust you. How about you stay here with the professor, and the two Marines come with me to try and find the code.
What I would actually throw out there is Logan.
You think they will
Professor
protect
Grimm,
the egg and not
you-
run away with it?
really want to see what's down
Seriously?
there.
Who does?
Genuinely.
Professor Grimm,
Oh,
you
right.
really want to see what's down there. You
I
don't
was
get
gonna
left
say,
up here
Professor,
guarding the
eh?
truck. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
You want to see the fucking alien stuff? Like, come on, like this is cool. There could be cooler stuff down there. They were talking about all kinds of amazing discoveries they've made, and were you going to sit in the truck?
Yeah.
Are you?
Okay, well, Grimm's like that. My self-conscious has just spoke to me. Yeah, his name's Lee, by the way, and I gotta go down there.
Right, so corporate, marine, and scientists are going to go downstairs. Roughneck and marine are going to stay upstairs. Yeah,
Yes.
love it.
Wait,
wait,
does
which
anyone have a
Marine's
spell
staying up
weapon?
now? Is it me or is it...
You're
Who's
staying up
the-
top. I'm going down
and
with
Rat
those
are
two.
staying with the truck.
So the
What
two
I will
people
say,
with fire
Just to make
weapons are
things
staying...
interesting, the elevator it starts going back up the way.
Oh no! Stop!
Come on, let's hurry up.
It doesn't listen to
All
you.
we're doing is wasting
Don't
time now.
shout.
Come on, let's go.
Manny,
need,
I'll say
a
that you
weapon
and, the,
set
and
on
you
that one.
say to call it back, and it says will be called back once journey is complete. So you got a weapon? Yeah. Is anyone going to give scientist a weapon?
No.
I will
I'll give
push,
him
like,
one
a
maybe
weapon
later on.
onto
We'll
him.
see how it goes. I'll see how it goes.
Mary, what did you give him?
I'm gonna give him the incinerator.
Nice. Logan, you now have an incinerator. Don't worry about it, mate. I'll deal with it.
Of all the
Okay,
people
right.
to give an incinerator to.
He's my meal ticket. I'm hoping he comes back alive, or I'm gonna have to find another one somewhere.
You're not getting mine.
Another ticket.
Meal ticket. Right, guys. Who can all see the screen I've put you on? There should be a screen. It should be very dark, but there should be a clean bit at the top.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so the scientist, the corporate, and the marine walk down here. It is dark. There is low levels of light coming from places. It looks like this machinery is either on low power, needs to be switched on, but there does appear to be some light. Are you going to walk into the corridor, or do you have a plan, or are you doing anything?
I'll try and use the glow stick to try and bring some
Oh,
light.
I fucking love it. Yes. You fling it up and down the corridor, and it rolls along the ground. You do it up both sides of the corridor, and you see kind of silhouettes of very familiar shapes on both sides of the corridor. Oh, did that light up? Don't think it did. Let's try it again. There we go. What you can
Very dark.
see is before you. Can you see now?
It's just
I
quite
can.
dark.
Yeah.
But
If you look on, you might not see the Twitch screen. Yeah, it's still pretty dark. Maybe that's what it looks like. To be fair, don't worry about it. Yeah, you can see up and down the corridor. It is dark. But there is there's eggs there, and there is there's 4 ways to go. There appears to be a small door over here, a small door over here, and there's 2 sets of stairs leading down. You can feel like
Can I ask,
the wind
do we
being
have our
disturbed
masks
from the lower
on?
source. If you've got your trackers, the ping is coming from straight forward. The ping appears to be coming from this part of the map.
I will
And
go
it
in
is-
that direction.
do we have our suits
Can I
on?
go-
So-
Sorry.
Right, Leon, yes, you still have your suits on. You have never taken your suits off. Rachel,
Can I go through the small door on the right? Like
this
the
door up here.
Yeah, and
You
just go
absolutely can.
down. See.
I will say that you press yourself against the wall to avoid disturbing the eggs. You look into this room, and what you see is a small chamber filled with eggs, but with no visible way out.
Okay. Are the eggs look like all the other ones? So I presume they'd have like an alien inside.
They look gooey and fresh.
Right. Okay. I'll go out of that room and then go up the stairs to my left.
Okay. When you look down this corridor, I'll say that you're using your torches, and you do indeed see. You see a couple more eggs, and then here you see the floor turns from stone to metal, and then the room beyond is dark. And you feel like well, no, you don't feel cool breeze because you've got your suit on. The readings on your suit say that there's a colder breeze coming from that direction.
I'll walk a bit further, but cautiously this time.
Yeah. You see a large room. There's a walkway with no railing, and it is broken in places, and it appears to lead 2 different directions. It goes this way, which is definitely where the signal is coming from. And looking over here, you can see flashes of light coming from this direction. The signal is definitely coming from over there, though.
I'm gonna turn left to the flashy lights.
The flashlights, okay. Now, as you're doing it, you're slowly moving across this. Logan, okay, he's disappeared again. Leon, are you following this whole time?
Yeah, just following close to Rose.
Absolutely fine. Yeah, so you stay close to Rose. You look at this walkway now. It is a short jump. This is a broken walkway. It looks like the millennia have not been kind to this. Could be earthquakes, could be anything, but they've not really done much in the way of repair work. This area over here, if he's moved towards it, I'm just going to say Logan's with you. You move into a room, and it is filled with bizarre equipment that is lighting up. The readouts are almost impossible to even look at. The lights are too bright. The shapes are out of focus. Even the consoles, they don't look like something human. It's not just buttons or dials or things that you would recognize and know how to use. It's completely designed for a different creature. They're also bigger, like taller, higher off the ground than any consoles you've ever seen. It's almost like if everything was made for basketball players. On the right-hand side of the room, there is some smaller human-like equipment with the usual kind of fold-out laptops and screens that you can read. Logan, did you hear any of that?
No.
Okay, you found an alien control room. It does have some human connections to it, but this is unreal. This is the first time you'd ever imagined you would find not only aliens, but aliens that can make technology that's far more advanced. But looking at it, it is very, very difficult to understand. You would have to be a giant. Everything seems too far apart for things that our hands are much bigger than us, and they don't use equipment in the same way. The readings exist, but they are out of focus and hard to read, and they use different hues than the human eye would be used to. Almost it's uncomfortable to look at. You can all give me a wits roll looking at it. Good. Yeah, perfect. You talk amongst yourself who would use such a thing as this, and then it dawns you the readings aren't for people to see in the human spectrum. That's why the colours are outlandish and don't make any sense. It's made for something that sees in a different spectrum of light than a human.
Oh.
and it's clearly probably made for that big giant dude that shot you upstairs, you would assume. But you go over at the human equipment, and it looks like this stuff didn't work. When they came in here, it was all completely inert. No matter what they tried to do with it, it just did not work. Until they woke up the thing downstairs. Once they woke that up, something happened and everything clicked on. And then the signal got sent. And in the few days they had before everything went really bad, they managed to actually hook up the human equipment and start downloading information. It's heavily, heavily encrypted, but there's databanks filled with information.
Can I get some of that information?
You could absolutely just rip out the laptop and take it with you.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take it.
Absolutely fine.
Can that,
I should.
yeah. If you look over, Balin will move close to the.
One last thing before I let you go.
Table.
Just before I let you do that, you do notice that there's something in the information. It flashes up as you try to move. It says, "Fail safe for containment. Would you like to operate?"
Fail safe for containment. Okay,
Yes or no?
no.
Yep. You don't even touch it. Yep. Fine. Left it. Okay. Right. So, Liam, what would you like to try and do?
I'll just approach the alien table. I'm not.
Yep. So you go up and you can like stand it up on your toes. Here we go. What you try to do?
I'm just infatuated with seeing this.
Yeah, you look at it and it is complete. It doesn't make any sense. Things just aren't the way they should be. It is as if someone had explained to someone who had never seen human equipment and explained what they wanted, and they just made something. It is made for something bigger than you, something that uses technology different, that thinks in a completely alien way. But it is truly fascinating, and this would be immeasurably valuable to the company. However, this is.
Sorry, go on. I don't know what to do.
No, your question was going to be: is there any way of removing this? This is.
No, I was going to say taking pictures.
Of course you do. Yeah, you guys are fully equipped. If you take me, Lee, I've got a digital camera with me. Then yes, you have a digital camera with you.
I want to take some pictures of it.
Okay. Yep. You pull out your data pad, which doubles as a selfie with it.
Get the badging.
But yeah, paying particular attention to the what you assume is writing all over it, and in every picture, Ollie, yeah. All this kind of nonsense.
Sake, please, just stop.
You don't really do that. You're very stressed and scared in any entertainment. However, you do really, because humans can't resist. But yeah, you take pictures of everything you can think that looks right. You get pictures of the weird writings on the wall, of the weird writings on the computer systems. Hopefully someone can decode this language, or at least using the equipment can work out something from it. But yeah, it's incredibly durable. Any attempts to break it it's so strong. You could probably do it if you had a cutting torch or time, but that's not what you're here for.
Could I randomly touch the computer? The alien computer?
Yeah, fuck around with the computer? Absolutely. So it's slides and weird kind of things you move your hand over, so you start fucking about with stuff. Some lights change, but again the lights are in weird spectrums, really dark browns and really bright yellows, and yeah, you have no idea what's happened. Things are changing. You hear some shuffling, not some shuffling, you hear some scraping noises from kind of distant, and the floor you're on, just stone scraping against stone. Upstairs you feel some slight rumbles.
Okay, I'm gonna go back.
That's probably fine. That's probably fine.
If no one stops me, I'll continue to do that.
Logan.
Professor Grimm says to Val and Rose, you don't think that we don't know what the Predator's actual name. What we don't call it Predator, we just call it a big alien, don't we?
You can call it whatever you want, mate. Scary alien.
Okay, I'm gonna call it Predator.
Looks like a
I'll call it the big dreadlock thing. Do you know think he's basically tried to do the same mission as we are on? Like he's got eggs in this ship. So do you not think he's just doing the exact same stuff what we're doing?
It's possible. I don't think so, but it's
Well-
not impossible.
Well, if that's
I
the
think we
case,
should
there's
probably finish the
plenty
mission,
of eggs
however.
to go around.
Have any of you ever heard of the like flushing out game before by sending in dogs and stuff?
That's
No,
what I
okay,
thought he
so-
was doing.
Yeah, that's fine. Never mind.
God.
Whatever. Just
It's not,
feel
don't
like
worry
I'm
about
showing
it.
my
It's
age.
nothing. Just-
Yes, don't worry. That's not a thing that happens. Yeah, nobody ever does that.
That's what I thought he was doing. Like when he did it, like just sending in little things to get the big thing out.
Can,
That would be obvious, right? Me,
Nah.
that would.
I'm
that
going to
would
go
do
to
that.
where the beeping is for that person.
Absolutely fine.
Can I-
So yeah, you skip over. Are you following, or are you just going to start fucking around with the machine? I know already. Valid's like beep boop beep boop beep boop.
I'll keep on
Self-destruct.
pressing
5,
random
4.
buttons, and I'll just say to Professor, because that
He's doing chopsticks on it now. Bum, 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 bum.
You see, this is why he didn't
Dun,
want
dun,
me to go
dun,
along because I would have
dun.
given him another head injury.
Sorry,
I've noticed
Leon.
that certain buttons like create different sounds, so I'm now just playing it like a piano. Like
Except it doesn't sound. It sounds like it's uncomfortable noises. These noises are like it goes really, really high and really like it's not really like a piano. It's just like, and then doesn't do anything, and it's just bizarre. None of it makes sense. But yeah, you after a few minutes, I guess you manage to get a you get merrily. And the highly educated scientist is like, this is definitely a good use of my time. And your marine friend has left. So, you are now alone without the person that can protect you. And you hear, I'm assuming you actually follow her, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
I quickly try and find Rose.
that's fine. So you turn around after fucking around the machinery and you see Rose and she is bing, 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 bing. And you move across into a room on the other side. Reveal. Oh, not that reveal. That reveal. There is a large room. Nope. Let's go. It has got 6 eggs in it. And it has got 6 face huggers lying on the ground. Completely motionless. The eggs are all open. The tops of them are just kind of splayed open. There is 6 scientists with very minimal life signs.
What?
Are the eggs empty?
The eggs are not only open and empty, apart from being filled with very valuable goo, Logan. There is 6 facehuggers
Oh,
lying
okay.
directly underneath the 6 scientists who, well, you assume scientists, you don't know, who have been like glued to the wall in some disgusting fashion. They've got some
Can-
weird black thing around them. It's just like they're there. They're very pale. They look very kind of like that, many, yeah. And they're all completely unconscious, but
So the face huggers cannot see any signs of life.
they are lying on the floor like a dead spider, legs curled in.
Graham
So they're
literally
dead.
just bolts in and takes like some of the goop.
Yeah, I will say that your EVA
Let's
suit
take
does
the
have
egg.
You just love them.
I will say that you can try and take the egg. The egg is like if somebody said, I'm going to take this oil barrel filled with oil. Okay, I maybe need a trolley.
It's like
But
sucker
if you
to
want
the
to take some
floor.
samples, your EVA suit was specific to science, so yeah, you can certainly stick your science hose in and get some goo if you choose to.
Imagine a giant
do that.
syringe. It's
Well, it's like, as the game progresses, I remember that I forgot some things. Like, well, I guess he's got a science hose because what else? How else are we going to do this?
Yep.
So yeah. So Rachel, you see him draining the egg from the goo from the egg. Leon, you also see this. The as much as you understand the biology of the facehugger, these ones are dead, just based on the fact that they are lying motionless, the legs folded in. You would assume that that's not how they normally sit. The people have rip marks round their faces, like that. It looks like their mouths were pressed open. And there's like little trickles of blood. It's like bruising,
I'll
and they're all just lying
approach-
head first.
I'll
So they've
approach
had
one
the-
of the scientists. Just to
Absolutely
check
fine, yeah.
they're okay.
If they're okay. Yeah, you go up and you do the
I know it's a
opening.
bad thing to do, but
That's fine, mate. Yeah, you stick your finger on the neck, looking for a pulse. Give me a medical roll of some description. I think you've got like a medical check or something there. I don't think you're trained. Are you trained in it? You might be. I don't know.
I don't
Taking
think
his
so.
temperature. Well, you can still. I think it's a straight wits check then, mate. But just click on the medical roll.
I have a first aid roll or
Do it, mate, that's
mental aid roll.
Either or, mate, whatever. Yeah, if it's a medical based role, that you could absolutely say if somebody has got, if somebody is alive. No successes, no fails, no panics. Fantastic. They're really cold. See when you put your, it's like this is, you're pressing different parts. Like there definitely should be a pulse there. You're thinking back to your training. You're like, okay, when I went on that corporate medical thing, they're like, you take the pulse here or here. But you look for their hand, and their hand seems to be locked inside this thing. So you're pressing around in the neck. As you're pressing around the neck, one of the eyes opens and just looks up at you.
Oh,
I'm gonna shoot.
hello.
As that happens, all of them open their eyes and start screaming.
I'm
at
gonna
you.
shoot. that one.
Hello. I am.
Actually,
the
I'm gonna run
corporate
out
liaison
and shoot.
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
the
say, should we run
Arrow.
out?
Rachel, before you do that, one of these guys has the keys to the way out of this planet on them. Are you going to run out
Right,
and shoot
okay.
them? Do you know which one it is?
Chat.
The ping.
I do.
It's a guy in the middle on the right. He's completely cocooned. He's just screaming at you. Part of his chest is uncovered. His arms are locked into the wall, and he's just. Get the fuck in here! He just continues screaming.
Can I try and get the keys off him?
Yeah, he's
I'll bash
got
his
his
fingers
uniform on.
I'm going to go take the keys off him.
Okay, Logan, that is a choice you're making. We will come back to that. You want to get to his keys. Your keys, you assume, are in his jumpsuit. So you're gonna you grab the front of the thing and you start yanking and pulling. Logan, as opposed to
I'll
just
help
bashing his head,
throw.
I say you start smashing the carapace to try and break it to rip it off, right? And he falls to the ground in front. He's on all fours, starts convulsing. Do you want to rifle his pockets? Everyone that's watching this, by the way, yeah, you're taking a stress dice for this. This is horrifying. This is 6 people screaming blue murder.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can make Logan
Fair.
take stress dice for like pain anymore because I'm assuming your character is a sociopath, right? Because they do a lot of weird things. Right. So are you going to the
I would
pockets?
like to.
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
ready.
gonna start to edge out of the room.
That's fine. You check for the card. So you go to the pockets. Nothing in there. You find things that are useless to use, like knickknacks and like looks like a half-eaten protein bar. And then you remember there's a chain around the neck, and you pull it, you rip it off. It tears part of his neck, and he just keeps screaming. And dangling from the end of it is indeed a kind of high security clearance card. As you do this, he looks up at you and says, "Why?" You see this chest start to burst as something rips out, and it comes up just this horrible snake, like
I'm
just
gonna
veiny.
run.
creature.
I shout at the professor.
All of them
to
start doing the
shoot
same
shoot
thing.
it.
I'm gonna run.
I'll shout at the professor.
You all take a stress
Shoot
dice
them.
for seeing a snake monster crush out their chest. Logan,
Yeah.
he is screaming at you to shoot them with your flamethrower, I assume. Or did you choose to individually go around and beat them to death? Like, just
One by one.
each one takes 15 minutes. This is really upsetting. No,
I use my
I'll-
phone.
Right. So, just so I'm clear, Leon, Valen, and Rose, you just go out the room. Rose, you turn around. You got your gun raised.
I'm gonna
you see-
shoot a grenade into the room.
I'll
Well,
say to Rose. Sorry.
Well, let's do this in sequence. You've told him to fire. He says he's going to fire. So as you back out, he backs out and just starts flamethrowing just everyone. And the screaming becomes more and more intense because it becomes more and more intense, and then just stops. The creatures let out a scream, and it goes from in your audible range to much, much higher. You just feel almost like it rips through. You can hear it rattling your eyeballs. Take a lot of stress dice, please. And then you hear a roar. Louder than anything that has roared at you so far from the bottom of the shaft. And you feel this noise like something massive is trying to tear its way towards you. In that moment, you remember something about a
We need
fail.
to run.
Yeah, run. Yeah, you just run. Just fucking run. Now, I'm going to need mobility rolls off everyone, because if you're running, you're not being careful. And there was a lot of shit in the way. Rachel,
Where's
I will remind you again that you did have a failsafe. When you pop open that laptop, it does say operate failsafe now.
Good point. I will press that button.
Yeah, so... You hear like this hissing noise, and it gets noticeably colder. The roaring doesn't stop, but it slows, and the pounding doesn't stop, but it slows. You bought yourself some time. Everybody give me a mobility
Presuming it
rolls to get
freezes
here.
it. Sort of
I
like.
got-
It got colder, Rach. I don't know when it's done.
Yeah. Okay.
But you are
Okay.
presuming that.
I'm gonna just peg it upstairs.
Okay.
Like
Graham,
I'm leaving everything behind. I'm just pegging it.
Right. Are you throwing the laptop? Or are you taking that with you?
I'm gonna keep it.
In case I'm throwing it right. Apart from this is useful. So you've got your gun in one hand.
Oh, sorry.
you've
I
got-
mean, like leaving everything behind,
What?
like except what's on me. So I'm not
Right.
gonna really care about the other two. I'm not gonna be like, here, come on, let me help you up the stairs.
Absolutely fine. Right.
I'll
Uh,
I'll speak to Rose. Rose, help me. That's an order.
No. I'm gonna turn around with my gun and shoot him in the face.
Bold.
Can I say that's an order, soldier?
He didn't say
Uh,
soldier. That's the only reason I'm shooting him is because he didn't say soldier.
Why would that make a difference, Rachel?
Exactly, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Right.
Because things will change a lot for me
if
if
you
that's
want
the
to, if
case.
you want to try and hit me, that's fine.
You can absolutely try and hit him. And then, Leon, you know who's beside you.
Yep.
Do you want to do your
Logan.
thing?
If so,
Yeah.
it happens if they hit. If sorry, let me.
Right, in that case, Rachel, I am going to require a ranged combat roll, please.
Yep.
Things are about to get interesting, guys.
Oh, what the fuck?
Leon has the most dickhead ability in this game, and it's fucking awesome. Oh, she only
Okay.
got one success.
Yeah, I need to wait until if the attack hits.
The attack does hit. She gets one success.
I'm gonna use personal safety. I'll describe what
As
that
you
means.
turn to say, Leon in that second realize, Valen in that second realizes he's not said the thing properly, and he sees the gun come up, and in that moment, Logan is beside him. Sorry, Logan. Grim is beside him, and he grabs Grim and browse Grim
I can take a
using,
bullet.
and you stumble back. However, you are wearing the special armor that I provided you with. It
Shot a
rips
grenade
a
at him.
hole.
I shot
shot
a
a grenade.
grenade. Yeah, so it's gonna explode.
Right, Rachel, that will catch you in it as well. You're not that far away.
Well,
It is
I
a
was
blast
presuming
radius
I
of
was
9.
further enough away because I like pegged it like hell, and surely I'm faster than them.
We'd have to roll initiative for that kind of thing. Like, yeah, you're faster, but like, if you're gonna grenade, you're gonna hit him and Logan, and I'm gonna have to say you're gonna take some damage.
I'll do it.
Oh my god! Okay,
Oh, wow.
okay, right.
Right?
Jesus. Right. Okay, guys.
I'm still using like Logan.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm
he's
still
basically
using
gonna
You
freeze
Logan
you.
said,
You
you
said
said
as
to
a
wait.
killing
You
field.
said to
I did
wait
say
till
wait,
at least
this-
the third episode.
This is a power move, and I'm here for it. It's just Lee's now got to think of how this is gonna work. Right.
If I'm hearing any of
he
this
has-
happening, I'm starting the truck.
You're good. Well, you're still on the truck, but you still
Ah.
don't have the access codes to leave.
No,
No, it's me that's got them.
no,
Yeah,
no, but I'm
so-
starting the truck just in case.
Things are happening. So yeah, it's going to get really bad now.
She
Okay,
goes to start the truck. I put my hand over because obviously the noise would be
Well, what we
quiet
say
for a
is
reason.
that the vibrations of kind of they're setting things off. Like you see the kind of tops, these things start to slowly open, like they've sensed the vibration. But we'll come back to that.
Okay, close the doors.
Right, Leon grabs Grim and uses him to shield himself from the blast. It completely obliterates your suit, Logan. It is gone. I'm going to say, leave yourself with 1 health point left. Leon, even though you use this, you're still going to take some damage, right? So I'm going to say that your suit is ruptured. It takes it down to 1 armor point on it, and you yourself are going to get reduced by 2 health points. Rach, I'm going to say that it reduces your suits from 5 down to 2 because you were caught in the blast itself. It
Right.
throws you to a
Where
cross
is
back.
my suit? 1 second.
Yeah, it's at 5 armor, I think. Just put it down to 2. But you
It's
do hear like,
6.
take it down to 2. You can
Okay.
hear like pressure coming out from it. You guys get pushed back. It was narrowly avoiding getting thrown into the flaming room. The walkway itself starts to crack and crumble. Rach, are you running now, or what are you doing?
As soon
can I
as
shout
I
after?
can, I'm gonna get my gun out and shoot Leon's character
I want
again.
to
with-
shout at
Well,
Rachel before she does anything.
Right, we're gonna have to roll some initiative then, because that's a proper PvP thing we're doing right now. Okay, so can
Yeah.
everyone roll me some initiative? Leon is going to get a chance to shout something.
Yeah, well, he has to, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can't just like, I take 5 shots before he gets one. So roll some initiative.
Where's? Oh, there it is. Come on, Rachel, don't.
How do we
focus
do
on-
initiative?
You click
there's-
initiative dice.
Yeah, it says initiative dice on your character sheet.
Shoots another grenade.
See down the bottom, or is it up the top? Where the hell? Oh yeah, see in the middle of the screen, it's like panic, initiative card, initiative dice. Just click the one that says initiative dice.
It's underneath like 1d6, 2d6, 3d6.
He
just
actually gets to go
underneath there.
first anyway, right? But anyway, I'm going to say that, and that was you hit the wall, and you've got chance to shout something and then do something. You see her spin round.
I say, stop! That's an order, soldier!
I stop.
Yep. Okay, you've stopped. Logan, you're fucked up. What are you doing? Oh no, so Leon, it's now your turn. It is now top of initiative. It's your turn. What are you doing?
Save me! That's an older soldier.
Save me. Yep.
I'm just gonna look to Leon's character and say, no, so Logan's character and say, kill him. I will get you home safe.
Shut up! That's an order, soldier.
You can't move your jaw, Rich. No matter how much you want to. This fucking liability.
I'll turn. Is combat still happening?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you've told her not to talk. It was in Rachel's shot. Rachel cannot talk. Logan, you are lying, and you're worried about what you're doing. And she said if you shoot
No, he
him,
said stop it so I couldn't attack him, right? So I can't attack him or I can't talk. Which one? Which?
What did you say, Leon?
He said stop
I
it.
said,
Like,
shut up, soldier.
Okay.
no, you didn't.
Soldier.
Guys,
shut
like,
up.
okay,
That's
in this
an order,
moment,
soldier.
right? She said, okay, so in this moment, we'll
I'm
say
gonna
he's told
need
you before.
specifics
Yeah.
I'm confused.
because this is
So-
fucking my character up a little bit here.
What I am going to say is, Rach, you do have a get out of jail free card for this. You can initiate a certain thing. That means you don't have to bear this anymore. If somebody you decide that they are a threat to the company's security.
I'm
And
doing
this
that.
okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna
okay.
shoot him.
He's-
I'm
yeah.
gonna shoot him.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I did write it into her character. She's got a specific protocol where if
Yeah.
you guys endanger the company, for example, by draining all the fluid
Wait.
out of an egg in front of her, or she's going about, for example, bribing people to keep quiet about company secrets. It's all in there.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just playing my character.
It's an evil character. So
Yeah.
yeah, shoot the grenade. I'm now going to make you roll for this time. Like she's got you. You guys are switched off. I'm so
I
sorry,
was going
guys.
to say winding off.
Am I
actually-
still alive?
You're still alive.
I'm
Sorry,
picking
Leon.
it
Mate,
upstairs.
I'm so sorry. I hate
I'm
killing
picking it
people.
upstairs.
I'm so gutted, please. Yeah,
I'm
so,
sorry, guys, but as soon as you started saying things like they said, like, if you stay quiet and I want to climb up the ladder and keep in secrets, I was like, can't do this.
Wait,
Yeah.
that,
My
Leon did
plan,
that
the whole game
wow.
since the beginning of this game, I'm like, I've got to kill him.
Can we at least see if I can
Specifically
go
you, not
again?
necessarily.
do you want to? Right, I'll tell you what. She takes her shot and runs. I'll tell you that. How's that? She takes her shot and run.
I'll use.
And
I might use the
He's
ability
dead.
again to see if I can make.
well, no. I'll say that you take your shot and run. You don't even stop to see what happens.
Okay,
Right.
fair enough.
Right.
Okay.
So
You just feel bad, don't you?
If you want to message me to say what happens,
No,
to
mate.
me,
I'll see what
I could,
happens. Is you basically
come
use the
back
meat shield.
all burned in the next episode as a fucking villain or
There's no,
something.
there's no next, mate.
I'm
This
down
is the
for that.
last episode. That's why I'm trying to move it along now. I will say that it hits, and something happens. But for now, we don't know what's happened to you. What you then see is Rachel. Sorry, you see Rose sprinting up the stairs.
Let's go.
So yeah,
Let's go.
and
Start that thing. Let's go. I have the keys.
I will say
What
this
the
is
fuck
taking
were
some
you
time,
doing?
and the ladder, the elevator, after a few minutes does that. Not before you all the face huggers start to crawl out the top. I'm assuming you're getting into the
Sounds good.
I've already been in it.
You've been there pretty much the whole time, yeah.
I'm just gonna jump in and say go, go, go.
Yeah. So yeah, you do so, and you.
Your friend is dead. I'm sorry about that. It wasn't my fault. Something happened badly down there, and everything went to shit.
I know.
Why does it look like there's explosive damage on your suit?
Well, I got hit, obviously.
By what?
There was this monster, and it was terrible.
You hear a lot of screaming, loud, not like human screaming, but monstrous screaming from
We
behind
have
you.
to go now. Seriously.
Who's in the driver's seat?
Mary's been in the driver's seat this whole time.
Okay.
I'm thinking, that's why I'm shouting at Mary. I'm like, let's
Yeah,
go,
she's
let's
so
go.
as soon as you get in, you just pull up and you just park on the elevator, and it starts to go up, and it takes uncomfortably long.
No,
It's
it's
like, this is awkward now.
Well, how was your day?
It was great.
You get after some time, you get to the top of the elevator, and again, you just pull off. And as soon as you just pull off, the elevator starts going back down, and you just drive. As you're tearing ass through the town, you see two figures run out into the street, waving.
Just keep going. Just keep going. We have to get out.
I was like looking at her and then
Many-
looking at them, looking at her and then, oh shit, and then put my foot on the brake.
No, before she puts her foot on the brake, I'm going to point my pistol
I
to
am
her
going to
head.
say that
Keep
you're in the back.
going.
Or you-
I'm going to point the pistol at her head.
How do I know she's
Jesus
pointing a pistol at me though? I'm
As
just.
I say, Rachel, this is the way
Well,
these
at
things.
her head, like, it's going to be at her head, sort of.
How long
like
is your
I'm going to say,
arm?
Rachel, is that you're in the back and that she's in the front, like it's a cabin kind of deal. So you've been radioing
How
through
about-
back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Can't just murder away through the whole thing. I can't get. It's got an hour left.
Okay, well, in that case, I will just do nothing.
That's fine. Cool. So as you stop, the only way to get these people in the back, you see Barry and you see Jill, and you see Chris, and they
Get
look.
in, come on.
Their suits are shredded, and there's very few weapons left. Chris has got a pistol. Jill's got looks like just some kind of heavy wrench, and Barry's got what's left of his shotgun, but it looks damaged. And they get in. Helmets are gone. Body armor shredded, and they just
Can
look
I
at
see
you.
any signs of black veins?
I take off before anything started. I'm just like, go, go, go,
Yeah,
go,
they
go.
fall down. You're looking at them, and it's hard to tell. They are bleeding. They are injured. But you also, from what you understand, is that it takes a while to show. If this has just
Yeah.
happened in the last few minutes, you're not going to know. But you just drive through. Creatures, the freaks that you've seen before, start running towards the side of the thing. Are you stopping for them?
No, I am not stopping at all for them.
You
Splat,
stop.
splat, splat. Window wipers.
There, help us, help us. I'm okay, I'm okay. Fuck you.
It's just a flash wound.
I'm in the front of the back.
No, Mary, I'm going to say that Mary is in is a specific one-person compartment at
Okay.
the front of this thing. I did write a whole bit for this story. Let me just make sure I get it right. It's actually, I gave it a funny name as well. It actually fits really well because of what I called it. So yeah. As Barry and Jill, they start talking about these sick creatures. Everyone's shit. There's worse in here. I've seen some little monsters in here. They've got two mouths. They're fucking terrified. And they just start recanting this. So once they ran off, the crazies were bad enough, but it looks like other things have started appearing as well, things they've not seen before. The little weird white dudes from Covenant, or the first one I can't remember, they've turned up as well, because fuck it, who cares?
It's
And
all
with that,
going
you
down.
get... Yeah, it's getting worse. So you can see these little white creatures that are making like odd hooting sounds on top of the buildings, and they're jumping. You see the gates ahead of you, and the truck says, "Warning, slow down. You need to leave the vehicle to open the door." How would you like to get through the door, Minnie?
Is it possible for me to shoot a grenade launcher out?
Not from where you are. Minnie,
Right,
you've
okay.
experience. You can get through this fucking thing. Gun it.
Yeah, I'm like
Go on, Yuri.
shouting
What
back
was
at
this?
hold on! Just like,
There is nothing to hold on to, man.
I'm shouting at
Hold on,
anyway.
like,
Yeah, you are getting bounced around the back of the vehicle, just like it's impacting on things. You've got the definitely not infected members of Resident Evil falling down on top of you. But yeah,
oh, have you had a
smash
good
them.
day then?
They're like, no, the guy shot at us. And then you smash open door. You tear ass to the spaceport, and yeah, the ship is right there.
Get as near to the ship as possible.
You drive up right beside the ship. You start opening the doors. You jump out. You just want to try and open it.
Yeah.
Who's got the keys?
That's That'd be you,
I do.
Rich.
Roz.
So you go up. The doors open.
Wait, before I do that, I'm going to.
Grenade launch, everybody!
I'm gonna kill the other 3 people that Mary allowed in because I have a feeling they're gonna infect and kill us.
To be fair, I was already standing with the incinerator pointed at them just in case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have trust there.
Right. So yeah. So again, I said their weapons are destroyed. They've got nothing left. They're very badly injured, and they jump out and they turn around and they look at you, and you are just pointing weapons at them.
I'm sorry.
We're not infected. We're not infected. We're fine. We're fine. Why would you do this to us? Why? Why? Chris, you're on
You
flashbacks.
probably are
Why would you do this to
infected.
me? I'm not. You can put us in stasis. We'll be fine. They can heal us. The old dogs can heal anything. They can just
Can
put us
heal
in
you?
stasis. Yeah, you can put us in stasis.
Rose,
You can pull the things out of them.
do it,
Rose,
Rose,
I'll look at Rose.
You
Jack,
are Rose.
what do you mean?
I look at
do it?
myself.
please.
I'll look at myself. Hey, sorry.
Which one
what
of
you-
us is going to do it?
You. I've killed too many.
I
I'll just
light
go like
up.
that.
The worst discussion these people that have been battered and infected could possibly. The Marines calmly discussing who's going to murder them.
You see me go a little whiter,
Yeah.
but like
It's okay,
calm
you've got this.
determination as I pull the trigger of the incinerator.
Yeah. And they go up. Like the skin
I'm
melts
gonna
off. It's
open
horrible.
the ship now.
I like do that thing that you do when you like there's a sudden big noise and you don't expect it. You sort of duck instinctively, like oh fuck.
Rach, you go over. Key card. Just use the code in the card. When the back door opens and you just run inside.
Come on,
You
let's
go
go.
up, you put pre-flight checks. This type of ship that has been sitting dormant is going to need to be fueled, which is handy
Yeah.
because there's a fueling station right nearby, and the checks are going to take about 15 minutes.
Okay.
You want to start doing them?
So, yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm on field
As you're
duty.
doing the checks and starting to panic, you hear the loud screaming getting closer and closer. You hear large pieces of metal being thrown. You hear things being destroyed. And as 10 minutes go by, you just turn and what do you see? I'll show you what you fucking see.
As long as it's not Valen, I'm good.
I don't know if you
It's
are.
Valen. It's Valen riding the Queen Alien into battle with his sword.
Oh shit!
If only. No, you see a gigantic
I'm
version of the
really
creature.
hoping that to be real.
Mate, honestly, I would have if I could have, but I forgot how brutal Rachel is when she kills people. Like, oh my god, she's just double. She like triple taps you.
I'll tell you all.
Yeah, yeah.
like,
Well,
afterwards.
Yeah, after, yeah,
It'll
yeah.
make sense.
Yeah,
that is This has all been pre-written in.
I'm not just being an arsehole.
You see alien easily 3-4 times the size of the one that the predator killed, and it just scans it and it locks eyes on you. At the moment it does so, you hear something jump down. Something heavy jumps down from the the ship that you're on, and the cloak comes off of it, and it's the predator. It looks round at you, and behind its helmet, you almost feel like it's smiling at you. And it takes the plasma cannon off of its shoulder and just throws it, and then points at you, Rachel, and then points at the Queen.
Can I take some med packs?
Yeah, you can use
Or do you not use them? Wait, no. It's my armor
can-
that's down, isn't it?
It's your
Never
armor
mind.
that's down. Yeah, you can't repair your armor in the time you've had.
Yeah, I realise that.
So yeah, you've taken some hits, but you got a predator, and it just points. It specifically singles you out.
How
points-
long have we got left to have to...
I will say you've got a
ship
few
leave?
minutes until things kick up here.
Right, okay.
Are you going? What are you going to do? It stares right at you, and there's like you don't know what it is, but something sharp looking. It's just got some lights in it.
I'm gonna shoot my grenade at it.
At
At
what?
its face.
At the alien or the predator?
The...
I was going to say things will go differently depending on which one you do.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Shoot the alien. Shoot the alien. I'm casually pointing at the big black thing.
At this point,
I'll shoot the alien.
Well, not
You're like,
casually, like
yeah, and you shoot it over. Its tail whips out, bang! Hits the grenade straight out of the air, sails across, it hits one of the buildings on the other side, and it's still charging towards you. Everyone who's alive can roll me some initiative, please.
God, I'm glad the ones who
boy,
aren't
oh
alive are rolling initiative.
I haven't rolled good initiative at all.
That's absolutely fine, yeah. You can hopefully get something.
Right, that one. Yes.
Jock got a 2, Rosie got a 6, Natalie got a 7. Alien Queen, what does she get? Let's find out.
27.
She only got a 7 to be fair.
Oh god.
And
She beat me
Mr.
though.
And Hunter, which is actually his name, is
Are they not dead?
no Hunter. Hunter's alive. He's a predator. He got an 8.
we can randomly call it Yoicha because we're on first name
Yeah.
terms with.
He's yeah, you can call it whatever you want because I mean he's like whatever. You guys are basically my dogs. I'm getting my dogs to attack this with me. He's just hanging out at this point.
Hey,
Yeah.
how does rapid fire work?
How does rocket fire work? Basically, what I'm gonna, it's your rocket like your RPG. What do you mean?
My rapid fire, my talent.
Oh, your rapid fire. Basically means you can shoot twice in one turn.
Okay,
Okay.
right.
Okay, so it's gonna look over and it is gonna go for, we'll say, the this has got a different name. 1 success. So yeah, it looks at the thing and it I'll say it uses its spear. It's this kind of very, it's like another Gwenton kind of pole looks razor sharp and it just throws it at the alien. And it always when it moves to try and catch it, it sticks straight into it. Blood starts kind of, the acid blood starts spraying out, melting through the metal, rendering the spear completely useless. The Pret doesn't seem bothered by this. It seems like that's what it wanted to happen. It kind of braces itself and gets ready to run forward at it. At this point, the alien gets to do something, and it's going to reach you in this turn.
Oh.
Let's have a look. I'm going to say he's a little bit spread out, so this might not be quite as terrible as it could be. Oh, who could it do that to? No, that's a bit terrible. It's going to run up to you all with the charge, and I'm going to say Chris, Rach, and the Predator itself are going to be, it's just charged up and just swipes at you all. Tail comes towards you, hand comes towards you. You just need to roll either mobility or close combat to try and just stay on your feet and not get knocked down. It's done it. Let's see, what's the attack on that one?
One of the things is past the limit, and I can push a strength-based skill, but I don't know what's your strength-based.
Strength-based is close combat and like heavy machinery. So
Okay,
close
so
combat you can push.
Well, we'll say what I roll first, shouldn't we?
Yeah, that's fine. You got 2, that's fine. Okay, so that should be, let's just call it that many there. Okay, it got 2 successes. So I'll say that you managed to just take the hit blow and just kind of, it just throws you to the side, but you managed to roll and get back up on your feet. Chris, you rolled 2 panics and a success. I'm just going to say, bang, you get knocked down on your feet. You've lost your attack, your slow attack for this round, and your weapons spun away from you. So you can basically pick up your weapon and maybe try and get under some cover. It is now, whose shot is next? It was, it's you, Rachel.
Okay, I am going to shoot at the alien again.
Okay.
So I only got 1 pass, didn't I? You'd think for all those dice I could get more than 1 pass, wouldn't you?
You would think so, yeah. So yeah, you basically unload the pulse weapon into it at point blank range. It does take some damage. You see parts of it kind of break off. Acid sprays out. They'll give me a mobility roll to see if you get out the way of the acid spray.
Mobility, where are you?
Go say you need at least 2. Well, for you, you've got 3. Fucking just combat roll to the side. Fuck you, alien. Yeah, the acid misses you completely. Chris, you're far enough away. I'll make the alien make one as well. The predator make one as well. Oh,
Can
fun
I
of
shoot
rolling
again
dice.
and use rapid fire?
You can indeed, yeah.
Thank
The
you.
alien's going to take some damage actually because he was in it, so he's going to go down to that.
I only get 1 success every fucking time.
Okay, yeah, you hit it again, and it does indeed take some more damage. Tell me, you give me another mobility roll because more stuff sprays out. Yep. Yeah, I'll say you get a bit of a hit from this. It hits your EVA suit, and it just tears through it completely.
So I've got no armor left, basically.
You've got no armor left. Any other hits now are going to be damage to yourself. Next person on the roll, who was next? It was Murray, I think. Actually, Murray, you should have been before that. Sorry, it would have been your, it should have been your go then. Rachel.
Oh
So yeah,
shit.
you're. Sorry, that's me. I got it wrong. So yeah, you're a bit of distance back. You see this shit going on. What do you want to do?
So we're right beside the ship that's fueling itself, right?
I'll say that basically.
We basically just have to wait till it gets ready and then we can go.
Yeah, I'll say that the fueling is now complete, so you could uncouple the fueling lines if you wanted.
Okay, well I'm making it as quickly ready for us to go as I can.
Right, cool. So yeah, you go over.
Yeah.
There's enough fuel to get you in orbit. Fuck it. You pull the thing off the side. That could be your slow. That could be your fast action. You could. Do you want to do anything? Do you want to try and attack it? Do you want to try and get inside the ship to see if you can start some kind of pre-launch sequence?
That does sound like a good
Do
idea,
that,
actually.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. That's a much better idea. I was just going to
Instead
try.
of shooting
My
at this little
advice
pistol
to
thing,
you.
this giant monster coming at me.
So yeah, you run round, and they're about maybe 20, 30 feet away from the ship. They've managed to run to engage it. So you go and you manage to get inside. You look around. Do you have any skills in piloting?
I forget.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that's you, but...
I know it is. You
Shit.
can still click piloting and see what happens.
A little bit.
If you can
Just
try.
go for it, Mary. Just go
I'll
for
try
it.
piloting then. I'm doing it.
It says with your stress dice, remember. Oh, that's 3 successes. Guys are
Nice
so
one,
lucky.
Mary. Nice one.
So yeah, you're like, you try
Rat
and
knows
like
where she needs to. Rat knows she needs to get going.
you drank with pilots before. You remember them telling you things. You say you get the 3 buttons up there. Click, click, click. And then that does something, and then you press this button over here, click, and then that does something. And
That
you
makes
see
a noise and there's a little
system
light on
checks.
that one and you're good.
Things start to go different colours, things start to switch on, you hear the engines things are starting to heat up. Okay, this looks like it might be ready to go soon. And yeah, that seems right.
Because it's a whole new actual proper pilot. It's ready.
As I hear it start, I get myself back up and bolt to hide sort of behind the bulkhead because I've got my other gun with me. So now I've got my smart gun equipped, but I can't make an attack because you said I've not got that.
Yeah, you basically, because you failed, I was like, I have to do something. So yeah, you've lost your tennis, but you're under cover now, so like you're just getting ready. I can say you can take aim, so on your next shot you can actually like add some extra dice to this to try and hit
Okay,
it.
I take aim then as well.
That's cool. Right, so that's it. Top round. It is the hunter. The hunter is just going to literally run up, grab onto its head, and start wailing on it, because it is a fucking idiot. Right, and we're gonna call that the that one there. Jesus, 3 successes. Okay, so yeah, it comes up and it just.
Shit.
And it starts slashing into the side of it, and blood's spraying off. And you see it's trying to go for different places every time, so the blood splatter doesn't hit it. It is not entirely successful because that is a very dangerous thing to do.
For
It
playing
does
the
get a
Alien
success,
Queen.
but you do see
Slash.
spots of blood hit into the hunter, and it does indeed take some damage. It does let out a howl of pain, but as you see the weapon after the first few stabs, you see it start to shrink down and blacken, and whatever metal it's made of, it was surprisingly up to the task for a few seconds, but that weapon is gone now as well. That leads us on to the alien, I think, actually, the queen. The queen is having none of it. She goes for the old tail spike. Oh my god, that's so many dice. 2. Okay, it goes straight for the tail spike goes straight for the predator. Just swings out, and as it moves back to try and shoots towards it, it needs to beat 2 successes to not die. 2 successes.
Hey.
It got 2 successes. It gets knocked around, spins, and moves at last second, gets knocked around, spins, and just and lies motionless for a moment. You're not sure if it's getting back up, but it looks hurt. Right, that is Miri now. You are in the cockpit, pressing buttons, hoping to get the fuck out of here.
Yep, and I'm getting kind of worried because no one else seems to have arrived.
The pre-flight checks appear to be done. At this point, you can start getting it ready for takeoff. You're just basically waiting for the door to shut, or you can just leave without them.
I'm in the ship.
You can leave without some of them.
Can I start closing the door?
Do you want to... Is there a button that says slow close on this? Like, hey, dramatic close?
Well, that
no,
door
if you-
earlier was very slow closing.
You can, yeah. You can try the slow close button if you want.
No, I'm
It means
gonna
that you-
like shout first. Be like, get the horses in here!
I'm doing something cool.
It'll be worth it, I promise.
It's so badass. Cool. Yeah. So I'll say that you complete the pilot check. Well, your 3 successes. I'm not going to make you roll more pilot rolls.
Okay.
So yeah, you start clicking on the buttons. The engines are starting to heat up. Like they point down the way. The thrust is starting to lift. You hold it at minimal levels, but as soon as you do that, that door closes. You can start getting up. Provided
Okay,
that thing
I'm
can't
not
jump
closing the
very
door
high.
quite yet, but yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm basically having an argument with the person outside, just shouting.
You put on the speaker. Hurry the fuck up! Beep 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 beep. Like a taxi driver outside waiting on them. Rachel, that's to you.
I'm getting straight in that. I'm going in there straight away, and then I'm closing the door.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Wait,
So
Chris,
you
you're
run
in there, yes?
I'm already in, yeah.
You're in, okay, then I'll do that.
That's fine. So yeah, Rachel, you run, you jump in, you just spin around the weapon. Do you want to take a shot at it before you leave?
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely fine. So yeah, give me some rolls.
Oh.
I'll say at this stage, if you really want to, you can use the grenade launcher. It is pretty much engaged. It's like, fuck it,
Yeah.
who cares? Grenade launcher it then. Was that the one you just done?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, cool. It lands it and knocks it to its feet. It rolls over, knocks it from its feet. It rolls over beside the predator, and it does stroll to its feet, and it just kind of head spins round, and it looks at you and just lets out a kind of blood curdling roar. Anyone who's human, take a stress dice. I'll say, yeah, Miri as well. You hear this like, oh
Okay.
shit, we need to leave.
More stress it is then.
Okay. Okay, that would lead us on to Chris. It is now you. You can take a shot at it. You've aimed, so you can get an extra dice.
Is the thing still open, or is it shut by now?
It is dramatically closing slowly. She's hit dramatic. Oh no!
I look down the sights and take aim for my shot, like trying to hit it center mass. Like, obviously.
Yeah. You do so. You do it. Yeah. You fucking shoot this thing in the face. Go for it. Whatever. The chest. Just try to burst it open.
How is it that you add an extra thing? Dice?
On your sheet, it'll basically see at the top it says custom roll. Just put base and then however many dice you've got, and then add your stress dice on top of it. So if your base
Would
dice
that be
is,
ranged combat?
it would be agility plus ranged combat plus 2 dice for your whatever weapon you're using, and then your stress dice on top of that.
So 3. So 7. Jesus, I've got 3 ranged, 4 agility. What else is it?
So 3 range, 4 agility, so that shoots 7 plus 2 for the gun itself takes you to 9 plus whatever stress dice you've got.
5.
Holy shit! Yeah, you're very stressed. This could go very
Oh,
poorly.
mate.
So how many dice is that?
That'd be 14 in total. But remember, those stress dice can make things happen.
Oh, so it'd be
So your base
That-
dice would be 9, and your stress dice would be 5. So see, like in the middle bit where it says roll buttons. There you go. Oh, you got your stress dice is what got you the hits. Nice one, finally. So, you know, the sweat's running down you. This thing is fucking scary.
I've been down
And it
there above 5 stress for the whole campaign.
So yeah, you hit it. It tears into it. Parts of it break off. It is spraying acid all over the place. It's now its turn. User slowly raising off the ground. It gets its feet. It runs. It jumps and it grabs onto the door and
Oh,
starts
no.
to pull itself up. It is going to take a tail attack against. You know what? It's going to take a tail attack against both of yous. 4 successes. Okay, you guys can roll mobility to not get hit. I'm going to say
Come
the
on,
one that rolls the lowest mobility gets hit.
That'll be me, probably.
Oh, it was a 1 for you. Chris Roted Shot gets a 4. His best rolls of the game. Look,
Nice one.
But this is when something's going to happen. So the tail, and it comes out. It pierces what's left of Rosie's arm, smashes through of her chest, pulls out, and it's a spray of white goo comes out of Rose. White liquid just sprays out of her mouth. She just kind of falls forward, just absolutely just leaking this white liquid. Pulls out. It closes on its fingers, and then just it drops, pops its fingers off, and you hear it impact against the ground. Mary, you can give us a pilot and roll to. I'm gonna say you're down at whatever 1 health is for your Rach. You are fucked up.
Oh, snap.
Right.
Mary's got to do a
Oh, no,
piloting
that's
roll.
stress. It's not. Can
what-
I use a
what was
med
that?
pack?
What?
You cannot use a med pack because androids can't use med packs. You have to use
Oh,
an
good
android
point.
pack,
Yes,
yeah.
get one. Why do I have one?
For other people to also maintain the illusion that you were human for a long time. Right,
Are those bad?
they are bad because those are panic rolls.
Right. Well,
But you got successes, so you got both. So I'm not gonna you're not gonna
Okay.
like and crash into the ground.
Okay.
You're gonna go it's
gonna be
some
but like
You're
raised,
hella-
you just turn it and just shoot the ship up for me, which is the worst way to do it. It like starts to spin and list, and because you aren't strapped in, you are just getting spun and flung around inside the ship. But yeah, you just get out, you know, you just break orbits and you go in, and you manage to get into an orbit above the planet. And as you get high enough that you aren't going to crash down, the fuel runs out. And you're stuck kind of lazily spinning above the planet. But you still get time to look down and see something. You look down to the planet, and you see a thermonuclear detonation, roughly where Camp Geddyman was.
Shit.
You would have seen what caused this, but you weren't there. And it's just, you see the mushroom cloud go up, and you see just the ground beside it, just this wall of flame moving out, just burning everything around it. You assume destroying
Well, that
things.
was lucky.
milk.
Um,
Milk.
Milk
With
taps,
her
taps,
turning,
Yeah.
turning out to be an android, would that change things for me?
Well, in what way? Do you feel better now? Like, fuck androids.
No,
I hate
if you
androids now.
think of it, I thought she was my friend.
Well, we'll come back to that, mate, because if this was
We're
a
still
campaign,
friends.
more would
You're my
happen.
buddy on my thing.
Because
Yeah, we're still
I
friends.
want to take an action.
Well, okay, if you want to take an action, go for it. Yeah, well, she's lied to you this whole time. She's been an android. And
I
you
take
guys...
my gun.
Oh,
I raise my gun at her, where she's like obviously lying, like nearly dead
yeah.
on the ground, and I take the shot at her.
Ooh. Yeah, which weapon are you using?
My auto rifle, but it's aimed directly at her head.
Mm. Rach, I will give you one chance at an ability roll with -2 to your successes. And Chris, give me a roll for
I'm dead, but let's go for it. Nope.
1. And Chris, we need to beat out.
Chris is gonna do it.
He's got 3 and 2 panic rolls, so in that moment it flashes before him all the times fun times you've been out drinking, you've been out fighting, you've been out hoarding together, you've had this wonderful friendship which has been alive the whole time. You were, you know, you definitely gave the impression it meant a lot to you, but underneath that was the fact that you would have killed him if somebody said, "Soldier, that's an order."
Yeah, that's true.
Still want that appropriate card.
I don't have choice.
You don't, yeah. That's unfortunately the sad thing. But in that moment, you do feel those feelings, and you collapse to the ground, throwing the gun to the side, realizing that you're not out because the one person that could have got you out didn't come back up, and it didn't come back up because your friend killed them. Because who fucking knows? A day passes.
He doesn't know that I killed everyone down there.
He doesn't. But you can make assumptions.
Right.
Yeah, true.
And he has been relatively smart about figuring things out.
Now something's going to happen. A day passes. Ship's got no fuel. You're
I
stuck
come
in
back
orbit.
to life.
She's the alien the whole time. She pulls off a rubber mask. The ship slowly kind of spins as it orbits the planet. Something crackles over the corn. Camp Ganymede, space vehicle. Identify yourself. We want to speak to Professor Marcus.
like,
Professor Marcus, come in.
like opening the Congo. This is the camp. The Gediman, that one. Space vehicle. We are in need of assistance. Marcus can't talk right now. Come over, please. Over.
Put me on to John Valen.
John Valen is indisposed at the moment. We really could do with some assistance. Over.
Put me on to John Valen or transmit his codes.
Do we know his codes?
Nope.
My
No.
God.
His codes are all blown up on his corpse right now.
my God.
Basically, his codes are down on the planet somewhere. Probably in that big fireball.
Identify your corporation level. What is your clearance?
Very take mine. Trust me.
But right, okay. Well, I'm not necessarily the only one hearing this, right?
Coo. Nope, you don't hear
John,
the
get
ghost.
over.
Identify yourself and your clearance level now.
What do we do?
Jock, have you got a plan?
I just thought, we would know that she had the passcode, or we wouldn't have got on the.
You've been in there for a day, mate. You can go right ahead. Do you know Dr. Marcus's codes, his clearance level?
Would it not have been Marcus's codes for the ship?
Let's find out.
Okay, rifling through
So
pockets
I
time.
go and I rifle through Rachel's pockets,
You do
and
indeed. And you
I
find
get
that the codes that you used to punch in are half covered in acid and had melted away.
Oh.
Clear, identify yourself now.
Just pretend you know the numbers.
Who am I speaking to? An unauthorized mission was sent to this planet. John Valen was in charge of it. Is John Valen there?
He was unfortunately caught down on the planet. We would love to have a full debriefing.
State your name and security clearance.
Natalie Mauser.
Line goes dead. Line comes back on. Your clearance is not high enough. I'm truly sorry. It cuts off. You just look to the ship. Flashes a light. Nobody gets hit this fucking game alive, guys. You're all dead.
If you'd kept me alive, we would have got out.
No, you think so? They want to keep the android around?
My clearance level is 7.
Ah. So
That would have
yes.
got me out, surely.
I'm
Maybe.
100% fine with us dying. We were all assholes.
I loved that the whole way through. I'm like, okay, they said don't kill anyone for the first few episodes. I was like, I don't have to kill anyone. This is going to be fantastic. I can be an arsehole and pretend to be good as
We
well.
will talk about that on the after show discussion we have. I'm truly sorry to Leon and Logan who got taken out. This is to see when you guys split up. I was like, I know what Rachel's going to do here, and it's not going to go well. Anyway, thank you for everyone that has chose to join us on the journey through the Alien universe. I will learn the rules better if I ever run this again. I hope you've enjoyed it. Leon, sorry you died. We do love you as a human being, though. Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Would like to plug the Call of Cthulhu game that's coming up soon. Yeah, thanks for everyone that joined tonight. Had a really great time. Yeah, thanks for having me back.
Wonderful. Chris, anything you want to plug?
Again, I'll plug wrestling with the news, which will soon be bringing in its new format of also being a talk show, which may have the man to my right on it. Or is it left? I don't know how it is in the...
Pointing the
I'm
wrong
the other
way.
direction.
The other
Okay,
way.
the other
That way.
direction.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure how it's in
And
Twitch, yeah.
may also have someone diagonally as well for different subjects.
I think he means Mary.
Yeah, okay,
Or whether
then
he's-
that's way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's Wrestling with the News, which will be, I guess Wrestling with the News makes sense.
And every Sunday we do a wrestling show with me and substitute Leon from yesterday.
That's true. Logan, Logan, I'm not sure which side you're on. Logan, is there anything you want to plug or just ask for a job or something?
No, I'm good. But I
Okay.
would like to thank Nick for coming on for the substitute.
It was very
I got
much
you.
appreciated. You did. We got you, homie. Mary, anything you want to plug on your online stuff?
Yes, this is Thor. He is the source of all the strange rumbling that you've been hearing on stream.
That's how many cats have you got?
3.
Okay, right, that makes sense. I thought you had
Me
one.
too.
Mm.
Thank four. Four's the real hero.
Yeah, Mary is Fluffgar. She's a content creator in real life. She does artistry work. Follow her, give her money. Rachel, anything you got a plug? I'm not sure which way you are on Twitch. One of these directions.
Yes. Just say thank you so much for doing this game for us because it was so much fun.
I get to kill other people.
We have, I believe, Richard's game is next week.
Richard's doing a one shot over 2 days, Monday, Tuesday next
Yeah.
week, in set in the universe of Terminator. So I guess Robocop's going to turn up in that or something. I think Kev said that yesterday, which I thought was very funny. Seeing as we're just doing crossovers as well now. What else?
That was it. I was just saying thank you to you and promoting
Okay.
Richard.
Cool. And other things are coming up as well, which we'll announce in due time. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. Yeah, we're going to hit the Oscars. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.